So hi, good afternoon, everyone. As have been introduced, my name is Jignesh, and I represent Bandhan Mutual Fund. So I think what I heard the conversations going around was how do you get access to the credit and how do bridge the gap of the pay scale and how does women get access to the finances and how do they be self-independent. So before I dig deep into what all you can do, and we will do it in a very different way. Let me ask all of you a question, and this is specifically to all the women in the room. How many of you have heard the word Stridhan? Almost everyone. What is the definition of Stridhan? What is Stridhan? We very often keep on saying, right? Stridhan. What is Stridhan? What do you think is Stridhan? Yes? Okay. The gold. What else? Yes, ma'am. That is the legal definition of what is a Stridhan. Right? I know that I was sitting there. That's why I said that's a legal definition. I did recognize that. So, historically, until date, and then I did live testing, wherein people, all of you said, Sridhan is the gifts, or the specifically we say gold that is given to the women during the time of the wedding becomes the Stridhan. None of us, including me in this room, touched upon the point that the bank balance that is in your personal account that you have earned is also your Stridhan. Isn't that dhan? What does dhan mean? All your wealth, exactly. But the moment you attach the word Stri to it, it transpires to gold and categorically saying gift that is given to you. So that is the foundation of my presentation discussion today, which is Stridhan apne dam par. Right? What I'm going to do is, rather than me talking too much, because I don't want it to be very me too forum, I have my friend Sapna, who will be talking to you along with me, and we will take you through her life. Of course, I need input from you to solve some of her problems, because it's not alone me who can solve the problem. And during the course of journey, I'll try and give insights of what are the important things that is required really for earning the Stridhan apne dam par. So let's meet a little bit more about my friend Sapna. Sapna is 35, a homemaker and an avid shopper, of course, like a lot of us. Her ambition, she wants to open her own dance studio. So she, being a homemaker, teaches uh, classical dances to girls and students at her home. She's married to Vikas and has two lovely kids, Pinky and Rahul. Uh, Her typical income is around 20,000, what she earns from her tuition dancing classes and whatever the husband suffices, so provides. So let's see how Sapna is, how her typical day is, and
गुड मॉर्निंग फ्रेंड्स। मैं हूं सपना। आप ही की तरह मेरी मॉर्निंग भी ना बड़ी एक्साइटमेंट के साथ शुरू होती है। आखिर अपनी फैमिली को रेडी तो करना है मुझे। गुड मॉर्निंग। चलो 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 चलो। मैं मानती हूँ हेल्थ नहीं तो लाइफ नहीं। That's why I get ready with my morning yoga. It gives me energy for the entire day. आज का दिन ही थोड़ा स्पेशल है मेरे लिए. आज मेरी फ्रेंड रिया के घर फंक्शन है. सोच रही हूँ कि क्या पहनूं. हम सबके लिए that's the most difficult decision, right? चल, ये प्रिपरेशन तो पूरी हो गई. Let me see कि ग्रुप में क्या बातचीत चल रही है. हम सब जा तो साथ में ही रहे हैं. Oh my God! मैंने नए शूज मंगाए थे, अभी तक डिलीवरी नहीं हुई. Let me check. बचपन से मैंने जो सीखा है ना, दुनिया को मैं वो सिखाना चाहती हूँ. शायद किसी दिन मैं अपनी डांस स्टूडियो ओपन कर पाऊँ. अभी शुरुआत के लिए ये दो स्टूडेंट ही है. 1, 2, 3. ये लो, आ गए मेरे दो लोग भूखे से. पहले ये कुछ खिलाती हूँ, फिर मुझे भी तो रेडी होना है. मेरी बेस्ट फ्रेंड है. हम लोग साथ में ही जा रहे हैं रिया के फंक्शन पे. बाय, लेट हो रहा है. मैं कार में पेट्रोल डालना तो भूल ही गई. अच्छा, रास्ते से डलवा. ओके बाय.
So that was a brief introduction about Sapna, her family, her life, what does she do, what are her friends, etc. So now, this is the family in close-up, if we want to see. So now we saw this video, right? Now tell me, what all things did you notice in the video which can categorize as Sapna's own dhan? Uska apna tha. What all things comes to your mind? In the video, Sabhi, now remember the video. Wow, that's good. Okay, what else? Some jewelry, cash. What else? Her car. Ghar, okay. Children. So, phone tha. उसका खुद का phone था that she can call her own. Clothes, of course. You saw taking her clothes, etc. out from the cupboard. Jewelry, as ma'am mentioned. Money, because she took out cash and put etc. and everything. Car, as mentioned. Home, we covered. Family's love is also what we covered. Now what you said, did anyone notice sip का कहाँ पर आया था? On the phone, right? So, just taking you back to see exactly SIP का message आया था. So, Sapna's most important dhan, investment, which is SIP, systematic investment plan का message आया था. Now, how useful is all this dhan? It's a matchmaking hai. So there's gold jewelry, there's cash at home, there is savings, there is home property, phone, clothes, car, investments. So how is, if you have to match gold and jewelry, अगर आपको match करना है, तो कैसे useful है? So we have got sell online, create wealth, sell second-hand exchange, spend for expenses, sell or loan, resale loans, emergencies. Where would you take gold and jewelry? Resale, exchange, let us see. से रीसेल नहीं होता, गोल्ड हम सेल करते हैं. तो either you can sell the gold or you can take loan on it. How about cash at home? But obvious, spent for expenses. Savings, बचत, create wealth. Nope. Savings is for emergencies. हम पुराने ज़माने में चावल के डब्बे में रखते थे, moms हमारे, याद है? So why it was for? It was for emergencies. What about home property? Resale or loan. आपको थोड़ा, you may look at going to spends for expenses, but the arrow is going to resell the loans. Phones and clothes. Sell second hand or exchange or sell online. It can be sold online also. Car. Sell second hand. Investments is what? Creates wealth. Investment is what really creates wealth. Savings are usually kept for emergencies or those bad days जहाँ पर आपको ज़रूरत है पैसे की emergencies के लिए. But investment, so there's a difference between savings and investment which needs to be understood. कि what is the difference between a savings and what is the difference between a investment. So moving ahead. So the point which I touched in the beginning, that the money that you save or the money that you have in your bank account or invested in mutual fund or SIPs or shares, stocks, etc., is your real Stridhan. Gold is old, and not in the literal sense, but gold is the old phenomena where we used to consider gold to be the real Stridhan. Some hard-hitting facts, and this is, we have got the source also. 2 out of 10 women only invest in mutual funds. Only 2, which is 20%. So if I have to assume that there are 50 women sitting here, only 10 are investing in mutual funds. Only 50% women feel confident when it comes to investing. And 85% of the women leave their financial decisions to the spouse or father or brother, so to say, to the male person in the house. This is a real fact that we could pull out. Hence, the need to be independent and to earn your own Stridhan. Because we really want to change the definition of Stridhan for all of you. Let's see another video.
वो कहते हैं, a woman should never limit her dreams. आपकी तरह मेरे भी सपने हजार हैं. मेरे लिए, मेरी फैमिली के लिए और कुछ मुझसे जुड़े लोगों के लिए. सबसे पहले तो मुझे मेरे जूनियर स्पेस कैप्टन का सपना पूरा करना पड़ेगा. जब से भारत ने मंगलयान मिशन के अचीव किए, तब से इसको एस्ट्रोनॉट बनना है. तो इसकी फ्यूचर स्टडी के लिए मुझे आज से ही तैयार रहना पड़ेगा.
गहने किसे नहीं पसंद? गिफ्ट्स तो ठीक है, पर मुझे अपनी ज्वेलरी में खुद भी इन्वेस्ट करना अच्छा लगता है. विकास और मैं सालों से सोच रहे हैं कि इस छोटे से फ्लैट से निकल के ना एक बड़ा सा ड्रीम होम ले लें. यहाँ हम वही चूज कर रहे हैं. ये वाला अच्छा है ना? लोग अपनी बेटी को शादी के बाद ससुराल में खाना बनाना सिखाते हैं, पर पिंकी किसी दिन फॉरेन स्टडीज के लिए अकेले रहेगी, तो शी नीड्स टू लर्न टू कुक, राइट? तो उसकी ट्रेनिंग मैंने अभी से शुरू कर दी. लाइफ तो हमेशा बिजी रहेगी,
पर मेमोरीज तब बनती है जब हम इस बिजी रूटीन से छोटा सा ब्रेक लेंगे। तो नेक्स्ट ईयर हमने यूरोप ट्रिप प्लान किया है। और हाँ, मैं अपनी डांस क्लास को कैसे भूल सकती हूँ? ये भी तो मेरा एक पर्सनल सपना है ना, जो किसी दिन मुझे पूरा करना है।
So we saw that Sapna has some dreams. What are the dreams? कुछ direct थे, कुछ layered थे. What were the dreams that she was talking about? Which all dreams? Yeah, buy a bigger house, send children abroad for the study, start her own dance class. She wants to herself invest into gold and vacation, Europe vacation, and opening her dance class, as you said. So basic dreams hai, she wants to fulfill, she wants to achieve, and let me say she also wants to contribute to the house rather than just being a homemaker. So let's see. Now you see there are three nice, beautiful purse we have kept. Short-term goals, long-term goals, medium-term goals. So let me explain to you what are short-term goals. In our definition, any goal or anything that you want to achieve within 1 to 3 years is termed as short-term goals. Any goal that you want to achieve between 3 to 7 years is known as medium-term goals, and any goal which is beyond 7 years is termed as long-term goal. So ये मोटा मोटा डेफिनेशन है, 1 से 3 शॉर्ट, 3 से 7 मीडियम एंड 7 के अबव लॉन्ग टर्म. सो ये these are some goals of Sapna that we have listed here. Now I need your little help to help Sapna categorize these goals, which goal will lie in which purse, right? So let's say savings for dream home. What type of goal that would be? How many are saying long term? Raise of hands. Medium term. How many are saying medium term? Raise of hands. Okay, so I think most of you are saying medium terms, but when we plan or say anybody wants to buy a house and wants to have savings for a dream home, we take it as a long term only. So you were right. Seed money for the dance class. Sapna के ड्रीम डांस इंस्टीट्यूट खोलने के लिए she needs money. Where will that lie be? Short term या medium term? चलो clue दे दिया. That depends, but realistically भी होना पड़ेगा ना. You have to be realistic ना. I may want, my daughter may want, to helicopter to travel to school, but that's not realistically possible ना. So मैम घर भी तो लॉन्ग टर्म में गोल में लगा हुआ है ना, वो भी उसको अचीव. She has an existing house, but if she wants a bigger house, that's what we saw in her dream. Correct, but she wants to open an institute now, not in. Okay, so most of you, I think, agree to saying it's a medium term. EMIs, again, let me put a question mark or a caveat here. It's not home loan EMIs. Normal basic कोई भी EMIs है, तो वो कहाँ जाएगी? Short term, very good. Retirement planning. Long term, of course. Retirement planning, long term. Education expenses. Medium. Let me convert it to higher education expenses. See, the moment I change it, it changes, so it becomes. Chalo, not Europe trip तो नहीं, holiday in Goa. Short term, not medium term. 3 साल बाद का planning नहीं करते गोवा के लिए. Okay. Tax saving. Short term. Very good. Medical expenses, again, caveat, not emergency medical expenses. वो बड़े वाले नहीं. Still long term. Medium term. Anybody else having a different answer? I did not say insurance. I said medical expenses. Acha, chalo, let's, you saying medical insurance. How do you pay a medical insurance and yearly? So it will be where? Short term. अगर आप 3 साल का एक साथ भरते हो तो पैसे ज़्यादा कम लगते हैं. I have been in insurance field earlier, so just an advice. No, it makes close to 10% difference. Still, again, it matters in which age group you are. And I'll give you my example. My advisor spoke to me 2 days back, saying ke pay 3 years ka saath mein. I said why? Because next year you would be into the next age bracket where your insurance premium will rise. No, it doesn't get calculated. So for example, let me give an example of life insurance. If you buy a term insurance at the age of 25 and till the age 60, तो आपका 35 years का प्रीमियम कैलकुलेट होता है basis your age 25. But if you buy your life insurance at the age of 40 or at the age of 35, तो आपका इंश्योरेंस वहां से कैलकुलेट होता है, which is more expensive. To give you example, my wife, we took her term insurance at the age of 28, which costed only 8,000 rupees per year, a term insurance per year. And she's still paying, she's 42 now, she's still paying 8,000 only. Cut to my friend's wife, whose insurance we took 5 years back at the age of 35, she's paying a premium of 18,000 per year. That's the difference. Okay? New phone. Naya phone? Short term. Coaching expenses. See, why coaching expenses is going to the long term? Anyone have any idea? It's like an education expenses for when you have to do coaching for your personal development or for your, let's say if you're putting money for your children's coaching also, like entrance exams nowadays, right? That entrance exam expenses have become so expensive now that you have to plan for it. कि वो 4 साल पढ़ेगा उधर तो 4 लाख तो फीस लगेगी प्लस उसका रहने का खाने का आने जाने का. You have to really plan for it. Hence coaching expenses also have been put to long term goals. New TV, no brainer. It's of course it's a short term. What about a new laptop? See, technically the new laptop can land anywhere. It can be put to short term, it can be put to medium term, it can be put to long term also, but we are putting it to the short term here because laptop is become a much more necessary things. So what we did here is not only do it for Sapna, was also to make all of you understand that how do you plan your financial goals so as to know how to plan for which expense is coming when and how do you plan for it. So catering goal is the first step to smart investing when you want to invest. So what kind of income can you put to short term goal? Your income or your savings is enough for your short term goals. आपका जो salary है या income है is enough for your short term goals. Saving a little bit extra in a meaningful product, could be FD, could be fixed income mutual funds, etc., is a wise decision for your medium term goals. For your long term goals, you need to generate wealth. And when we say wealth creation, you have to invest your money. Typically, a lion's share of your investment, savings, etc., should be going to equity for your creating your wealth. Because we say that your gold and your fixed income products are inflation beaters. So if you want to beat inflation only, you can invest in gold or fixed deposits करके आप रखो, it will मोटा मोटी by and large वो आपका fixed income जो products है वो inflation beat करेगा. But if you want to create wealth, it has to be equity or other asset classes. So now let's see what we have next in store. to something which I think we touched before I started and when during the conversation is the money that you save today enough for tomorrow? Will it be helpful? Do you know we all have enemy? You have enemy? You have an enemy? You would not like that. You have enemy, Srija? You don't know? Who knows that they have an enemy? She knows. You also know the enemy. You also have the enemy. But what if I say okay, each and every person sitting in this room or outside the room, everybody has an enemy. Everybody, including the person sitting at the console, including the person sitting here, including myself, we all have an enemy. I'm sure by now you should have been able to guess that enemy is inflation. हमारे common language में महंगाई, right? So let's see
ये लो
how
माँ आपकी
inflation.
गर्मा गर्म अदरक वाली फेवरेट चाय।
बेटा तूने क्यों बनाई? मैं खुद बना लेती ना।
एक तो आप इतने दिनों बाद मुझसे मिलने आई हो और आते के साथ ही काम पे लग गई हो। शाम को विकास आएंगे ना, हम लोग सब घूमने चलेंगे।
अच्छा, रिनोवेशन के बाद बड़ा अच्छा लग रहा है। ये राहुल पिंकी कब आएंगे स्कूल से?
वो लोग भी बस आते ही होंगे और जैसे ही राहुल आएगा ना, आते के साथ ही चिल्लाने लग जाएगी कि मम्मा मुझे खाना चाहिए। मैं उसका लंच भी रेडी करती हूँ। आप सब्जी क्यों काट रही है माँ? आप चाय पीजिए, रखिए उसे।
अरे ठीक है ना।
एक मिनट। राजू, अरे आओ, सामान वहाँ पे रख दो। ये मिलो मेरी माँ से, गांव से आई है आज ही। कितना हुआ?
मैम इसके हो गए 2300। पिछली बार के आपके 400 रुपये में बस बाकी थे, तो 1900 रुपये।
1900।
बाप रे बाप, इतना सा सामान 2000 रुपए का? ये क्या अमेरिका से लाया है? ये सब्जी और ये चावल?
ऐसा कुछ नहीं है माँ, ये तो रेगुलर दाम है हमारे घर के सामान का।
मुझे मत सिखा। हमारे जमाने में तो मैं पूरे महीने का सामान 500 रुपए में लाती थी, अब 2000 रुपए।
रिलेटेबल होता है ना। आज का डेट में व्हेन माय पेरेंट्स कम होम, एक कॉमन कंप्लेन ऑलमोस्ट ये तो रहती है कि महंगा है, ये है, इतना महंगा। दूसरा रहता है कि तो पार्सल कितने मंगवाते हो, राइट? अमेजोन की घंटी बजती रहती है, फ्लिपकार्ट की, स्विगी की, जोमेटो की, स्विगी जी, अभी तो इंस्टामार्ट भी हो गया है, ब्लिंकिट है, जेप्टो है, डंजो है। सो पेरेंट्स आर ऑलवेज इन द ऑफ के, एंड आई थिंक दिस आई कैन से वेरी सेफली फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस, नो मैटर व्हाट एज ग्रुप वी आर, हमारे पेरेंट्स को लगता है कि हम पैसे बर्बादी करते हैं। दैट्स वेरी कॉमन फिनोमेना फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस। सो अब as we see Mataji is shocked because of the high prices, so why is Ma so surprised about rupees 2000 grocery bill?
माँ, जब भारत आज़ाद हुआ था 1940s में, तभी हमें 1 किलो अनाज सिर्फ 1 रुपए में मिलता था। सालों साल उसकी कीमत बढ़ती गई। इसे हम इन्फ्लेशन कहते हैं। इन्फ्लेशन वो अनदेखी चीज़ है जो धीरे धीरे सभी चीज़ों को और भी महंगी बनाती जाती है। जो एक ज़माने में घर या एजुकेशन या घर का सामान या फिर मेडिकल के खर्चों का दाम हुआ करता था, वो आज शायद उससे कई गुना ज़्यादा है। और 10 साल बाद शायद ये दाम दुगने हो सकते हैं।
2000 से 4000?
कह नहीं सकते माँ। हम आज सपने देखते हैं और हमेशा ऐसा लगता है कि आज की सेविंग्स या धन से हम अपने सपनों को पूरा कर सकते हैं, पर आगे चलकर हमारी लाइफस्टाइल या ड्रीम्स या नेसेसिटीज और भी महंगे होते जाएंगे। इन्फ्लेशन को आज तक कोई नहीं रोक पाया है।
पर बेटा ऐसे कैसे चलेगा? विकास और तुम कितनी मेहनत कर रहे हो, और ये क्या
इन्फ्लेशन माँ, आप इसकी टेंशन मत लो। इसको हराने के लिए ना हमारे पास एक स्पेशल प्लान है। आप चाय पियो।
Just to give you a perspective, I think the inflation currently is at what, around about 6%. Let's take 6% है. So if you are planning that मेरे retirement के लिए 1 करोड़ रुपया काफी है, you have any idea after 20 years at 6% inflation what that amount will be? 3.2 crores. That's how dangerous this enemy is. And 6% is, as I said, if you invest in products which are good enough for you to beat inflation, and if you're happy with it, then please, most welcome. But then my session will be futile. So how does Sapna defeat inflation? It's very clear. It's through investments. So what do you need if you want to invest? What are the things that you need? Of course, you need money to invest. You invest your love for your family. Your family के लिए investment हमारा time हो जाता है. You invest your hard work for their well-being. These are all investment, right? Different definitions of investment. You invest your care for the future. You invest your wisdom for the good. So there are 4 key elements that you would need to invest smartly to create wealth. We will see them one by one in small snippets that we have made.
राहुल ओए चलो उठो, प्रैक्टिस के लिए लेट मत करना.
नहीं ना मम्मी, मुझे और सोना है, मैं कल जाऊंगा.
कल क्यों? कल करे सो आज कर, आज करे सो अब. अगर प्रैक्टिस के लिए लेट जाओगे तो फिर तेज कैसे भागोगी?
जल्दी जाकर क्या करूंगा?
हम एक दिन में चैंपियन तो नहीं बनते ना. तो अगर जल्दी उठने की प्रैक्टिस करोगे तो ही तो धीरे धीरे तेज बन पाओगे और फिर
सबसे तेज भाग पाऊंगा.
ये चलो उठो अब.
So first element is time. An early start can help you win the race. If you get heads up, usually हम in Bombay में तो we are pro in doing this. और office पहुंचना है तो हम like I usually leave my home at 7:20 in the morning, drop my daughter to school and directly वहाँ से office. A 15-minute of delay can result in me reaching office 1 hour late. So time is something which at least people from Bombay would realize. But the first element that you need to invest smartly is time. Let's see the next element. And when we are talking about time and early, you know what is this formula, power of compounding? We have studied in our elementary school, simple interest, compound interest, but people usually don't realize the power of it. Let me give you a quick example and ask you a question. So I have a jar. And there is a worm in that jar. Now that worm doubles itself every half an hour. एक jar है, उसमें कीड़ा है, and it doubles itself every 30 minutes. Every half an hour वो double हो जाता है. Now I have that jar full of worms in 12 hours. When was the jar half full? 6. When was the jar half full? Exactly. 11 and a half hours. It doubles itself every half an hour. So imagine it took the jar to be full of that worms 11 and a half hours. But to become full, only 30 minutes. That's what actually power of compounding is. That's how compounding works. आपके growth के ऊपर growth percentage add होना is something what we call power of compounding. So start early to grow your wealth. Compounding की वजह से हिंदी में अगर किसी को समझना है तो उसको हम चक्रवर्ती ब्याज बोलते हैं. That's what we say. Compounding interest is known as चक्रवर्ती ब्याज. Let's see the next.
लाइफ में फिट एंड फैबुलस कौन नहीं रहना चाहता? तो मैंने भी ठान ली that I will reach my weight goals with some discipline. बच्चों को स्कूल भेजना हो या घर के नेवर एंडिंग काम, मीटअप्स हो या फैमिली डिनर, शॉपिंग मेरी लाइफ का इंपॉर्टेंट हिस्सा है और अपने फेवरेट टीवी शोज को कैसे मिस कर सकती हूँ? बर्थडेज हो या फिर एनिवर्सरीज, केक को कौन ना बोल सकता है? पर जिम को ना बोलना इज नॉट पॉसिबल.
So what is the next element that's required after time? What is common that you see from Monday to Friday? Workout, which is known as discipline. So consistency or discipline to achieve your goals is very important. Right? Consistently doing something continuously is something which is very important for us to achieve our goals. Here's the third element.
कैसे हैं आप लोग? अच्छा हुआ कि मैं आपसे मिली. एक्चुअली मेरी एक प्रॉब्लम है जो शायद आप लोग ही सॉल्व कर सकते हैं मेरे लिए. मुझे ना मेरी फैमिली के लिए शॉपिंग करनी है. पिंकी के लिए टॉप लेना है, राहुल के लिए टी शर्ट लेनी है और विकास के लिए शर्ट और मेरे लिए एक कुर्ती. पर मेरे पास बजट सिर्फ 5,000 है. क्या आपके पास सॉल्यूशन है कि इसे कैसे स्पेंड करूं?
Relatable, we all do this. कि limited budget है, इतने में लेना है. We score all those various sites, websites. यहाँ देखेंगे, वो देखेंगे, ये देखेंगे. So ये है सपना का shopping plan. She can spend it in this various ways, permutation, combination लगा के कि 5,000 रुपए में अगर लेना है तो यहाँ से ये पिक कर सकते हैं. राहुल के लिए ये लेते हैं, राहुल पिंकी के लिए ये लेते हैं, विकास के लिए. यानी सबको पूरा attention देना है. You have to fulfill everybody's wishes. So,
थैंक यू.
what did she do?
आपके सॉल्यूशन सुनकर ही मैंने मेरे 5,000 को स्मार्टली एलोकेट किया. राहुल के लिए ये वाइट टी शर्ट सिर्फ 750 में और पिंकी के लिए ये टॉप ये भी 750 में और विकास के ऑफिस के लिए मैंने ये 2000 में शर्ट ली और अपने लिए ये सिर्फ 1500 में कुर्ती. अमेजिंग ना?
So, allocation. The point from here is asset allocation. If you have 10 rupees to invest, please take that 10 rupees and invest in different asset classes so as to diversify your risk. So you should invest some amount in gold, some amount in equity, some amount in fixed deposit, depending on your requirement, but you should do asset allocation. The way we saw in this part, that she is trying to fulfill everybody's wishes and not splurging on one person extra. Same thing is with your investments also. You should spread your investments across, and what happens, one asset class does not perform always. ऐसा नहीं है कि equity का boom चल रहा है तो वो चलता रहेगा. As ma'am had questioned के equity perpetually तो ऊपर नहीं जाएगा. It will someday come down and then again will rise from there, etc. Historically, as investment managers, हम तो यही example देते कि 1980s is when the Sensex was started at 100. After 35-40 years, today it is at, after 40 years it is at 72,000 के आसपास. तो हम तो we to feel कि it will rise, but yes, as rightly put, it may go down at some time. So it's good that if you diversify your risk and do asset allocation. It helps your investment to grow properly. And the fourth element,
सपना, तुझे सवेरे सवेरे मेरी याद कैसे आ गई?
पूजा सुन ना, मुझे तुझसे कुछ पूछना था. आई वॉज प्लानिंग टू बाय न्यू लैपटॉप. मुझे लैपटॉप के बारे में ज़्यादा तो नहीं पता. कुछ सर्च भी किया है पर मुझे कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. अब मैंने तुझे एक लैपटॉप भेजा है, पिक्चर प्लीज़ देख कर बता ना.
हाँ, देखती हूँ. हाँ, काफ़ी अच्छा है, बट ये लैपटॉप खरीदना काफ़ी टेक्निकल मामला है यार.
हाँ वो तो मुझे पता है, तो मैंने सोचा मैं तुझसे पूछ लेती हूँ. तू लास्ट टाइम एक लैपटॉप लेकर आई थी ना मेरे घर पे, वो कौन सा था?
वो लैपटॉप तो मेरे ऑफिस ने मुझे दिया था, उसका मैं फ़ोटो भेज देती हूँ. बट तू विकास से बात कर ले, उसके पास बेटर नॉलेज होगा.
हेलो मैडम, क्या बात है, आज लंच टाइम से पहले ही याद कर लिया.
सुनो, मैंने आपको लैपटॉप के बारे में बताया था ना, कुछ पता लगाया आपने?
क्या लैपटॉप? यार मैं एक्चुअल में 3 साल से एक्सपी का लैपटॉप यूज़ कर रहा हूँ. इट्स नॉट बैड. चाहिए तो यही वाला खरीद लो, वरना अगर कुछ नया ट्राई करना है तो मैं अपने ऑफिस के कंप्यूटर इंजीनियर का नंबर दे देता हूँ. एक बार उससे बात करके देख लो.
हेलो, हाँ सपना जी, मुझे विकास सर ने बताया कि आपको लैपटॉप की ज़रूरत है. मुझे जानना था कि आपका लैपटॉप में क्या यूज़ है.
मुझे मेरे डांस व्लॉग और चैनल के लिए चाहिए.
ओके,
थोड़ा लाइट वेट हो तो अच्छा होगा.
समझ गया. मैं आपके लिए बेस्ट लैपटॉप सजेस्ट करता हूँ. मुझे 1 दिन का वक्त दीजिए.
so what is this alluding to? Research. Purpose driven. But what more? Advice. In this case, who should Sapna listen to before buying the laptop? Out of these 3, Vikas, our friend Pooja, and the engineer, किसका सुनना चाहिए? Engineer, because he is the domain expert, right? So Sapna should take the advice. So right advice is necessary for you to invest your money smartly. So the 4 key elements that we discussed is time, consistency, asset allocation, and advice. So now you have everything you need to invest the right way. You learned about time, asset allocation, risk mitigation, consistency, expert advice. But do you think something is still missing? Let us see.
Listen, we need to find the right hotel, man. एक विला ही बुक कर लेते हैं. प्लीज यार,
विला में पूल मत रखना, वरना हम ट्रिप एंजॉय करते रहेंगे और ये मैडम पूल से बाहर ही नहीं आएगी.
नहीं ऐसे नहीं करूँगी, प्रॉमिस. वैसे खाने का क्या? हमें योगा वर्कशॉप भी तो बुक करनी होगी.
गाइस, वी नीड टू बुक अ कार यार. ट्रांसपोर्टेशन का कुछ भरोसा नहीं है उधर.
कार की बात की है मैंने. आई विल पे नाउ, बाद में स्प्लिट कर लेंगे.
अरे नहीं यार, टिकट्स का कंफ्यूजन हुआ था इस मामले में. एग्जैक्टली क्या क्या करने वाले हम और पैसे किसको देने हैं?
माय गॉड, एक ट्रिप प्लान करना था, तुम लोगों ने तो पॉलिटिकल डिबेट बना दिया ऐसे.
इतनी सारी चीजें प्लान करनी है यार. वी नीड एन एजेंट.
वी डोंट नीड एन एजेंट, यू नीड मी. मैं तुम लोगों की म्यूचुअल फंड बन जाती हूँ.
म्यूचुअल फंड?
मैं समझाती हूँ. देखो, अलग अलग प्लान्स और पेमेंट्स करके हम लोग कहीं नहीं पहुँचने वाले. तो तुम लोग अपने बजट के हिसाब से मुझे पैसे ट्रांसफ़र कर दो और मैं अपना अमाउंट उसमें ऐड ऑन कर देती हूँ. फिर एक बढ़िया से ट्रिप प्लान कर दूँगी और फिर सारी एक्टिविटीज़, होटल, फूड, टिकट्स सब उसी अमाउंट में से भर दूँगी.
या दैट्स स्मार्ट. बट इसमें म्यूचुअल फंड की बात कहाँ आई?
तो ये एक म्यूचुअल फंड एग्जाम्पल ही तो है. अभी अलग अलग इन्वेस्टर मिलकर अपने इन्वेस्टमेंट बजट के हिसाब से एक साथ मिलकर एक म्यूचुअल फंड में अपने पैसे जमा कर देते हैं. फिर एक म्यूचुअल फंड मैनेजर उन सारे पैसों को अलग अलग एसेट्स में इन्वेस्ट कर देता है ताकि सारे इन्वेस्टर्स को यूनिट मिले. और फिर अगर फंड बढ़ेगा तो सारे इन्वेस्टर्स को उतने ही रिटर्न्स मिलेंगे.
वाओ, दैट्स अ गुड आइडिया. आई थिंक मुझे भी म्यूचुअल फंड में इन्वेस्ट करना चाहिए.
पहले टिकट्स बुक करते, फिर अपने एडवाइजर से मिलवाती हूँ तुम सबको, है ना?
यूजुअली हमारे साथ ट्रिप्स पे होता है, हम ग्रुप में एक बंदे को सब कर देते हैं, फिर वही सब मैनेज करता है. म्यूचुअल फंड इज नॉट डिफरेंट. इट वर्क्स ऑन द सेम बेसिक प्रिंसिपल ऑफ गिविंग योर इन्वेस्टमेंट टू बी हैंडल्ड बाय एन एक्सपर्ट. So let's say while traveling anywhere, हम plane खुद तो नहीं उड़ाते. We trust the pilot because he's the expert to fly the aircraft. While traveling in a Uber or Ola, for want of whatever reasons, we leave the driving to the driver because he's the expert. We go to a doctor, we go to a lawyer because they are the right experts. Similarly, mutual fund managers are the market experts who know exactly, not guaranteeing it, but they know which way the market is headed, what could go right, what could go wrong. They have research analysts who do a lot of research, etc. and everything. So, what we learned from what Sapna was planning to do. Sapna planned the trip for everyone. Everyone contributed for the trip. The money was spent on various activities and expenses. Everyone contributed as per the budget. Sapna gave everyone a detailed account of expenses. Let's mimic it with the mutual fund. Mutual fund management is what they plan, they invest. Investors like you, me, we pool in our money and give it to the respective fund house. It's allocated to various investment markets. It could be fixed income, it could be equity. Convenient because you can invest in smaller amounts also. You do not need a really large amount to invest in mutual fund. And transparent fund management. Why transparent fund management? For the simple reason being that any details that you need about your investment, which sector being invested, which stock being invested, how much percentage of your total money has been invested to that, is everything available online at a click of a mouse. And these are regulated. Hence, it's very transparent money management. So when we talk about mutual fund, let me quickly take you through what are the benefits of mutual fund, which are typically, I prefer calling it Navratnas of investing in mutual fund because I find 9 reasons why everybody should invest in mutual fund. First, as I covered, it's transparent and professional money management. Better liquidity. Why do we say better liquidity? Because anytime you require your money, you have to just either redeem it online or you can just sign a form and give it to you. The money reaches in your account within 2 to 3 working days, barring Saturday and Sundays in between. No questions asked. Let me give you an example. If you have invested an amount in a, let's say in a property, it's invested amount. I'm not talking about the house that you guys stay in. If you have invested in a property and you are in need of 5 lakh rupees, can you sell only the kitchen to someone? And property के साथ क्या हो जाता है usually, जब हमको बेचना है तो रेट नहीं मिलता है. And if you try to do a distress sell, then the question marks, क्यों बेच रहा है? कुछ तो घर में खामी है. And the entire process takes a very long time. And the emergencies don't wait. Hence, better liquidity. Well managed by SEBI. So mutual fund house or asset management companies are regulated by SEBI with all the norms, audits, etc. that we have to follow. Convenient. You can invest in small amounts as low as rupees 500 is what you can start investing in mutual fund. Gain from power of compounding, that's which we already covered because over a long period of time the wealth grows. Risk diversification. Today if you have money and if you try to directly invest into the mutual fund or into an equity stock directly, आपके pool of money से शायद आप 1 या 2 ही stock खरीद सकते हो. But if the same amount is put into a mutual fund, you are able to participate because of the collective size into a larger pool of companies, thereby of course diversifying your risk. Tax efficiency. Some mutual fund like equity linked saving schemes, ELSS, gives you tax benefits also under section 80C. So you can, it's tax efficient also. Better way to beat inflation rather than directly fighting with inflation, and smart way to achieve your long-term goals. So this is the benefits of mutual fund. But how do you start investing in a mutual fund? So one is, as I said, you can go to your advisor, but how do you really start investing in a mutual fund? So let's seek. Can you spot 5 key investment words in this puzzle? Okay. Funds. What else? Lump sum hai. Okay. Interest. Okay. Information. Okay. Amount. Lump sum amount. Okay. So I think by and large we have covered what we wanted. So let's see what are the words that we are talking about. We are talking about lack of funds, how to start, no information, lump sum amount, market risk. These are the common questions that come to your mind when starting an investment anywhere, be it mutual fund or not. This comes to your mind. So let us answer those questions. Lack of funds. मेरे पास 5 लाख रुपया तो नहीं है म्यूचुअल फंड में डालने के लिए एक साथ. No worries. Invest small amounts consistently. छोटा छोटा 1,000 rupees, 2,000 rupees per month you can do. No information. Find a fund that suits your financial goal. आपको किस चीज के लिए इन्वेस्ट करना है? You want to invest for retirement? You have a fund for that. You want to invest for children education? You have a fund for that. You think infrastructure is going to go high in next 5 years? We have an infrastructure fund for that. You want to invest in large cap funds because you feel blue chip companies are good. We have a blue chip fund, we have a large cap fund. Whatever your goal may be, choose your fund accordingly. Market risk. Investing in mutual fund lowers your market risk because, as I said, it diversifies into various investments rather than betting on one stock or one equity market. Lump sum amount nahi hai, invest systematically, which is alluding to SIP. And how to start? You fix a monthly date, any date you want. आपको लगता है आपका date of birth, 4th of every month, you want your daughter's, your son's date of birth, you believe in Tuesdays, whatever. Fix the date and you can start investing on that date from your account. That whatever amount you decide will be deducted. And trust me, you will not even come to know how fast you have started building the wealth. So for Sapna के लिए SIP है, and all these things that we mentioned was related to SIP only, systematic investment plan.
नमस्ते दोस्तों, मैं जानती हूँ कि मेरी तरह आप लोगों को भी शायद म्यूचुअल फंड, स्टॉक मार्केट और इन्वेस्टमेंट के बारे में इतनी इन्फॉर्मेशन कभी नहीं मिली होगी. मेरे भी कई फाइनेंशियल गोल्स हैं और मैंने उन्हें सबसे पहले शॉर्ट टर्म, मीडियम टर्म और लॉन्ग टर्म में कैटेगराइज किया. उसके बाद मैंने अपने फाइनेंशियल एडवाइज़र के साथ हर गोल के लिए एक टारगेट अमाउंट और एक टाइम सेट किया. जब उनके बताए म्यूचुअल फंड मुझे पसंद आए तो मैंने डिसाइड किया कि अब मुझे इनमें इन्वेस्ट करना है. पर सबकी तरह मेरे पास भी लमसम अमाउंट्स तो नहीं थे और मुझे भी स्टॉक मार्केट शब्द सुनकर ही डर लगता था. पर याद है वो 4 एलिमेंट्स जो हमें इन्वेस्ट करने में मदद करते हैं? टाइम, कंसिस्टेंसी, एलोकेशन और एडवाइस. हर महीने अपने बजट के हिसाब से मैंने कुछ फिक्स अमाउंट अपने म्यूचुअल फंड में इन्वेस्ट किए. चाहे कुछ भी हो, एक डिसिप्लिन तरीके से मैं इन्वेस्ट करती गई और आज मैं एक कॉन्फिडेंट इन्वेस्टर हूँ. सही है ना? अपने छोटे से धन को इन्वेस्ट कर मैंने खुद के दम पर अपना स्त्री धन कमाया. अब आपकी बारी है. कमाऊं अपने फ्यूचर के स्त्री धन को अपने दम पर.
Just to summarize, categorize your financial goals or break them into short term, long term and medium term. Defeat inflation in the long term. It's never too late to start investing. Trust in mutual funds. Again, get from expert strategies and allocate your money. Start with a little. Invest regularly with discipline to achieve your goals. Apart from this, what we presented to you today, and this is the first time this presentation has been done for all of you, and we had just we were supposed to launch it 1 week down the line, nearing the Women's Day, but I think Shrija reached out and then we rushed, and I said, let me present to the first audience if she is doing a women-led event. Apart from these, we have some programs which are very interesting. One Idiot and Return of One Idiot. These are two wonderful Bollywood kind style movie properties that we have developed. It's available on our YouTube channel. One Idiot talks about early investments and disciplined investing methods. And Return of One Idiot talks about retirement and savings. Both these movies are directed by Amol Gupte for us. So we tied up, we went to him, he saw the cause, he was kind enough to be part of that. Bandhan Game of Life. Just type Bandhan Game of Life on Chrome and you will get a pop-up. It's a simulation. It's a 10-stage game format simulation where it will, depending on what profile you build in the game, it throws you new challenges. So at the beginning of every stage, you get a fixed income and set of expenses is minus. What do you do with the balance money in that game determines your next stage. So let's say if you have put your profile as single, then after 2 stages, it will say you're married now, expenses is increased. After 2 stages, it will say now you have a kid, birthday party, car broke down, laptop toot gaya, foreign trip, etc. It's a simulation. End of the game is at the end of 10th stage. If you still have positive balance, which means any form, investment, bank balance, whatever, you have passed the game. Trust me, it will take at least 4 to 5 attempts to do that. After 8 stage, because after 8 stage there is no income, how do you survive the next 2 stage? So that's how, that's a simulation to just give you a real life example as to how financial life works. The message is very clear in that. ये game है, reset button है, 4 attempt देगा, life नहीं देगा. Right? Hence, try this simulation before you embark on a journey. So, and as I said, these 2 films are available on the Bandhan YouTube channel. Please do watch them. So to conclude, as I started with that, you all can also start earning your own Stridhan, apne dam par, and not relying on your gifted Stridhan as we discussed at the beginning of the session. Some basics which we are mandatorily as a mutual fund house have to call out. You can do you have to do your KYC once, and then after doing your KYC once, you can invest across all mutual fund house. You have to just fill up the forms for your investment and give the check, of course. You can change your bank account anytime in the mutual fund whenever you want it. You have to just give your old bank proof with the new bank proof, and that can be done. In case you feel, we request you to please always invest through registered intermediaries of SEBI registered people, because there is an exam that each mutual fund advisor or a distributor has to pass before becoming a mutual fund ka authorized distributor. And if you feel any wrong has been done to you from a mutual fund investment, various way to redressal. Go to SCORE's website, SEBI का SCORE's website में आप complain कर सकते हो, आप अपने distributor के पास complain launch कर सकते हो. You can go directly to the mutual fund house and complain. We are bound to record and respond and file it with SEBI authorities. This was the complaint received and this is how we have resolved it. That's a part of the process. And I think with that, I'll end the session. So thank you, everyone. I had to rush through a couple of slides because I know I was the person standing between you and the lunch, and you guys would have been had a long day. In case any questions, I can take on right now or maybe later also. So if there are any queries, questions, please feel free to ask. We'll be more than happy to address them, or maybe once we break for lunch, I'm here for some more time. You can ask me one-on-one also, the way you find it appropriate. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Jignesh, for a very educative session. A huge round of applause.